All right, guys, today I'm sharing with you guys the one thing. It is literally only one thing that you need to change if you want to stop chasing things in your life and you want to start just attracting those things to you, having those things in your life, just having it easy, there for you, whatever you want, money, relationship, finances, career, whatever it is, okay, it can be yours. It doesn't have to be a struggle. For those of you who don't know, my name is Lauren. I'm here to help you change your mindset and manifest the life of your dreams. And if you're interested in taking your life to the next level, check out the link down in the description below for the waitlist on my 3-month transformational coaching program. And bonus, when you sign up for the waitlist on my transformational coaching program right now, you're going to get a free training video that's going to help you start manifesting your dreams from today. So here's the one thing that we need to do if we want to start manifesting and attracting things into our life. And that is, we need to stop looking for the validation of who you think you are instead of claiming it internally within yourself. So what do I mean by that? Well, all too often, people use the object of their desire to try to validate themselves. So they want the person that they desire to tell them that they're lovable. They want the clients that they want to prove to them that they are good business owners. They want the money to prove to them that they are worthy of having financial abundance. And it just doesn't work like that. You need to define yourself. You need to define your vision within your own understanding and your own awareness first for it to be projected out to you afterwards. And all too often, I see people doing the opposite, and I understand why. It's actually very subtle, and sometimes it can be very hard to realize that you've fallen down this thought pattern, that you've fallen down this rabbit hole of thinking in which you are literally trying to get that validation from the person external to you, or you're trying to get that understanding of who you are through the circumstance going your way. Even in manifestation as a whole, people get this way and they don't realize that it's happening. So let's say they're manifesting along, everything is going well, and they have an affirmation like, everybody loves me. Everybody just thinks I'm perfect, right? I hear these kinds of affirmations so often. People don't realize that a lot of times these affirmations create a lot of resistance, but that's a topic for another video. So if everybody just loves you and thinks you're perfect, and then something happens outside in your 3D world that isn't ideal, all of a sudden that will crash your whole self-concept, and you'll be like, oh, I guess I can't manifest. I guess I'm not good enough. I guess people don't like me because that one person out there is not giving me the kind of feedback that I need to know about myself. And the truth is so far away from this, guys. This is how people end up self-sabotaging themselves at manifestation and self-sabotaging their self-concept as a creator, because they think that they should just be perfect and that their self-concept should be perfectly aligned from the minute that they start practicing it, and that the 3D should reflect back to them everything from the minute that they start practicing it. And it just doesn't work like this. You are uncovering what's in your subconscious. The 3D is reflecting back to you what is subconsciously within your self-concept. You are going to see the opposite. You are going to find yourself in the middle. And I think that teaching people how to deal with challenges that are obviously going to arise is such a disservice. If you're training to be a musician, it's like not knowing how to deal with stage fright as a musician. Like, it makes no sense. You have to deal with the challenges that are going to arise so that you can keep your self-concept, you can keep your vision strong in the face of the challenges, not pretend like challenges are never going to happen. The experience that we can have in manifestation of having no challenges, it is an experience that you have at a certain level of understanding, a certain vibration, a certain level of non-attachment to your 3D reality. And with like full non-attachment, you're not going to have this emotional experience through the ego that things are happening to you. So yes, that is a potential experience you can have, but most people are not starting over there when they're manifesting things in their life. And many people don't even want to be over there in their life. It can take out a lot of the joy from your life as well. I think that it's very valuable to learn how to navigate challenges to understanding who you are. In understanding, you will see the opposite. You are going to see things that aren't going to be ideal to you, but it doesn't mean that you're not a good manifestor. It doesn't mean that you can't still believe in your end and have it come to fruition. That's why we always say that the circumstances don't matter. They don't matter. Okay? They don't matter. They don't mean anything about you because you define you. And your experience of the circumstances is your perception. It is your perspective of what is happening. And it is not the reality, right? Your perception and perspective of what is happening is how you are relating yourself to an otherwise neutral situation. All situations, all circumstances are technically neutral, but we are always perceiving those situations through the lens of self. So if we're perceiving something through the lens of self, we're going to see things as good or bad and not as neutral. So here's the thing, guys. If you want to be able to create the life of your dreams, you're going to have to define yourself first. You're going to have to decide on what it is that you want to experience first. And you're going to have to accept you're going to potentially experience the opposite. You're going to potentially experience challenges or tests or however you want to think about it. This is a valid experience that people have when they are honing in their skills of non-attachment to the 3D, non-attachment to their everyday circumstances and reality. So what's the trick here then? The trick here is to spend time with the self, to cultivate and develop a relationship with yourself or a higher power, universe, God, developing trust, developing patience, developing a knowingness of self, understanding what is it that defines you, not what's out here in the 3D world that is defining you. It is you that defines you. It is you who decides. However you want to think about it, it really doesn't matter. The concept is more or less the same. But you have to develop this relationship with yourself or with the higher power. It is not something that just happens. It's a real relationship. And relationship is developed by how much attention and energy you give to something, right? Or to a person or to an interaction or a circumstance. So the amount of energy you give to something, it strengthens it. If you don't give it energy, it's not going to be strong. So if you want to have a strong relationship with yourself, you need to cultivate that relationship with yourself. You need to practice that relationship with yourself. And the way you practice and cultivate that relationship with yourself, you're going to experience the world differently. You're going to have a different perception of what is happening to you. You're going to have a different perception of what people think about you. And that's why the rehearsing of something and the practicing it in your mind and the preparing yourself for the feeling of what it is that you want to create in your life is so important. Because if you're not familiar with that feeling, if you've not developed that connection, when you go out into the world, any little thing is going to trigger you. Any little thing is going to cause you to react to your 3D circumstances. Now, there's nothing wrong with reacting to 3D circumstances. And all the time people ask me, like, how do I not react? And I made this video up here about circumstances and how to deal with circumstances and how to not react to them. But let me just explain it to you this way in short, guys. You can't not react to circumstances if you already are in the reaction mode. If you try to not react to circumstances and you're already reacting, all you're doing is suppressing your emotion, okay? That's all you're doing. You're suppressing your emotions. They're going to come back with a vengeance later on. You're going to be emotionally drained, even if you do get the thing that you want. It's not a good strategy, in my opinion. The key to not reacting to your emotional circumstances is to change your relationship to what it is that you're experiencing through your perspective and through your perception, and that is something that is trained. So when your perception and perspective is different, you will literally just not have that reaction to certain things. And if you want to know more about that, and I go into great detail about that, you definitely want to watch this video. It's so important. I'll put it at the end as well. So what it's really about, guys, is the definition of the self within the self, creating and cultivating that relationship with yourself, changing your perspective and perception through not being super attached to this 3D world, through practice and developing that relationship with trusting yourself over the 3D, trusting your higher power over the 3D universe, God, source, however you want to think about it. That is the key to being able to manifest what you want in the face of the opposite, is through cultivating that relationship. All right, guys, if you love this video, make sure you drop me a comment down below, subscribe to the channel, like the video. It's all great. And if you want to take your life to the next level, I'm super excited to help you manifest your dreams. You could just click on the link for the waitlist down below. And bonus, right now, when you sign up for the waitlist to my coaching program, you're also going to get a free training video that is going to help you start manifesting the life of your dreams. All right, guys, thank you so much. I will see you guys in the next video.